Hey, good morning to you at 9:44, and get your motor running because starting tomorrow, the National Hot Rod Association's Northwest Nationals happening here in our area. The drag racing competition happening this weekend at Kent, and this morning I'm joined by one of those racers competing for the gold. This is Scott Palmer here with us this morning. A pleasure to have you here.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
And you kind of came into the studio hobbling a little bit. You're not on the DL, though. You're still going to race, even though you have a bad ankle.
I'm not on the DL. The NHRA doctor had a look at it, and he's a little concerned with me, but we got it all doctored up, and I'm doing all right.
Yeah, so for folks that don't know about drag racing, I mean, you guys are going incredibly fast. How fast are you guys going right out of the gate, and what's your, 0 to 60?
Well, basically 0 to 60 miles an hour is, I don't even know that, but it goes... It goes over 100 miles an hour in 60 feet. So we accelerate from 0 in 1,000 feet to over 330 miles an hour.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And you said you saw this and said that this is what I would like to do. I want to get in the cockpit of one of those vehicles and take off.
No, I grew up racing at a lower level, and it's just kind of got out of control. And now we're at the top of the level, and there's no place to go, so I'm stuck here, you know.
Right. And this is what you do for a living right here. The races are quick.
This is us right here.
Right. And there's got to be something inside of you, some gumption, a need for speed, if you will.
Oh, there's definitely a need for speed. That adrenaline you don't get anywhere else. So once you've done this, you're pretty much stuck with it because it's pretty addictive.
And it's a team sport, too. I mean, you're not doing this by yourself. I mean, you and your crew have got to work very, very closely, right?
Oh, these guys, you trust them with your life. I mean, this is not
Literally.
just literally. You trust these guys with your life, so you have to have good crew guys.
Okay, so, I hate to even ask it. So what happens if the chute doesn't deploy properly, or I mean, heaven forbid. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
I have, yeah. There's been situations like that. We've had the chutes not come out, and there's a sand trap at the end of the strip, which is now called the cat spot box, which is a kitty litter company that sponsors us also, but. When you go off the end, you usually crash. It's usually not good, but there's safety barriers in place to try and limit damage.
Okay, so, and you're an athlete as well, and that's why I was asking you about the ankle, because, you're pulling some serious G's when you're coming out that quick, and you're going that fast, yeah. And, I mean, talk about the prep that goes into being a professional drag racer.
Well, a lot of guys are actually more athletic than I am, to be real honest with you. That's probably why I turned my ankle, but... there's a lot to it. It's 5.8 Gs on an acceleration on the run, so that's a lot of Gs.
No, that is a lot of Gs. We were going to watch the Blue Angels fly around town this weekend, and they're pulling similar type of Gs on those airplanes, just to give you an idea. So you're the guy who whacks the throttle during your warm-up.
Yep.
And I don't even know what that means exactly, but maybe you can explain. It's kind of your signature.
10 years ago, during the warm-ups, everybody whacked the throttles like this. Well, we do it for the fans. It's a deal that we used to do to seat the clutch, to make everything flat, the clutch surface. Well, as technologies advance, clutch grinders are better, clutch parts are better. You don't need to do that, but the fans have grown to love it over the years, and all the big teams quit doing it. So I always said if we ever had a competitive top fuel dragster, we'd start whacking the throttle. So we did that about 3 years ago, and we have a huge fan following from it. It's a cult following. It's pretty crazy. That's
awesome, and you've been now in the top 10 for a while now. I mean, is this the weekend you're going to get it done?
Well, this weekend, our goal this year is, we've been teetering around the top 10 all year, but our goal this year is to win a race. You can be in the top 10, be in the countdown, and still never win a race. So we're here to win this race. We want to win Seattle. I'm an Alice in Chains fan. This is Alice in Chains country.
That's darn right. Good man. Well played. Scott Palmer, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Best of luck to you at NHRA. And you can visit NHRA.com for more information about the Northwest Nationals happening this weekend. All right, MJ, it looks like a pretty good weekend to head out to the racetrack, too, huh?
Absolutely.